What if I told you that one of the most powerful medicines for your bones, your energy, and even your independence isn't found in a pill bottle, but in three simple movements you can do right in your living room? Most people over the age of 50 are quietly losing muscle and bone strength every single day, and they don't even realize it until it's too late. A stumble on the carpet, a misstep on the stairs, or even bending over too quickly can suddenly turn into a fracture, a hospital stay, and months of recovery. But here's the truth. You don't have to accept this as a normal part of aging. You have far more control over your bone health and strength than you think. And today I want to share three specific strength training exercises that every woman over 50 should be doing. Not just to build strong bones, but to reclaim energy, balance, and confidence in your daily life. And men listening, these movements apply to you as well. Now, I don't expect you to take my word for it without proof. As a medical professional who has spent years studying the aging process, I can tell you this. Decades of research show that strength training is one of the most effective tools we have for slowing, and in many cases reversing, bone loss. In fact, a landmark study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research showed that women over 50 who perform simple, weight-bearing strength exercises just twice per week improve bone density, reduce their risk of falls, and even improve their posture compared to those who only walked. Walking is good for your heart, yes, but it does almost nothing to build the kind of bone and muscle strength that keeps you truly independent. And that's why this video is so important. Because by the end, you're going to know exactly how to perform three safe, practical, and proven exercises that can change the way you age. Before we dive into them, let me ask you something. What do you fear most about aging? For many people I speak with, it isn't wrinkles or gray hair. It's losing the ability to live on their own, to pick up their grandkids, or even to enjoy simple things like gardening or traveling without pain or fear. So as you listen, I want you to picture yourself not just surviving the next decades of your life, but thriving, waking up with energy, walking with stability, and knowing your body is strong enough to carry you wherever you want to go. And if you know someone over 50 who needs this information, share this video with them right now. Together, we can help more people age with strength, dignity, and freedom. Let's begin with the first exercise, and I'll warn you, it may surprise you with how effective it is. It's called the squat. Now, before you roll your eyes and think, "Doctor, I'm not an athlete. I can't squat," let me reassure you, squats are simply the movement of sitting down and standing up. You do this dozens of times a day, whether it's rising from a chair, getting off the toilet, or stepping out of the car. The problem is, many people lose strength in their thighs and hips, making these everyday motions harder and harder. That weakness is one of the biggest reasons people lose independence. Here's why squats matter for your bones. Every time you perform a squat, you're loading your hips, thighs, and spine, the very places most prone to osteoporosis. This weight-bearing pressure signals your bones to stay strong and even grow denser. To perform a safe squat, start by standing in front of a sturdy chair. Place your feet about shoulder-width apart, keep your chest lifted, and slowly bend your knees as if you're about to sit down. Lightly touch the chair with your hips, then press through your heels to stand back up. That's one squat. If you need support, keep your hands on the chair for balance. Start with 5 to 10 repetitions, and as you feel stronger, work your way up to 2 or 3 sets. If this feels too easy, you can hold light dumbbells or even water bottles in your hands to add resistance. Think of this as training not just for exercise, but for every single time you sit and stand in daily life. The more you do it, the more confident and stable you'll feel. And here's the beautiful part. Studies show that older adults who regularly perform squats cut their risk of falls nearly in half. Now let's transition to the second exercise, which focuses on one of the most overlooked areas of aging, the upper body. Many women over 50 start to notice their posture slumping forward, their shoulders rounding, and their ability to carry groceries or lift grandchildren declining. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. Weak back and arm muscles mean more strain on your spine, more risk of fractures, and a faster decline in independence. The exercise I'm talking about is the wall push-up. Don't worry, you don't need to get down on the floor like a teenager in gym class. Wall push-ups are gentle, safe, and incredibly effective for strengthening the chest, shoulders, and arms, while also engaging the core. Here's how to do it. Stand facing a wall, place your hands flat on it at chest height, and walk your feet back so your body is at a slight angle. Bend your elbows slowly, bringing your chest toward the wall, then press back to your starting position. That's one repetition. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions, resting when you need. This simple movement mimics the action of pushing yourself up, bracing against a fall, or lifting a load. And don't underestimate its power. Research published in the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation has shown that upper body strength training reduces fracture risk in women with osteoporosis by reinforcing the muscles that support the spine and protect against sudden falls. As you get stronger, you can make this harder by stepping your feet farther back from the wall or eventually progressing to a countertop or sturdy table. Think of it as a ladder of strength where each rung builds on the last. And while the exercise itself takes less than 2 minutes, the benefits ripple across your life. Better posture, stronger arms, and the confidence to handle everyday tasks without fear of injury. Finally, let's move to the third exercise, the one I consider most vital for long-term independence. It's called the step up. Again, it sounds simple, but its benefits are profound. Picture this: climbing stairs, stepping into the bathtub, or even getting into a car. All of these motions depend on the strength and stability of your legs, particularly the quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. Step-ups train exactly that, while also challenging your balance. And balance, as many of you know, is the key to preventing falls, which remain the #1 cause of injury and hospitalization in adults over 65. To perform a step-up, find a sturdy step or low platform. This could be the bottom stair in your home. Place one foot on the step, press through your heel, and lift your body up, bringing the other foot to meet it. Then slowly step back down. Alternate legs and repeat. Start with 6 to 8 repetitions per side, holding onto a railing or wall for support if needed. With time, as your balance improves, you'll find this becomes easier and more natural. Studies from the National Institute on Aging confirm that step-up training not only builds lower body strength, but also significantly improves balance and coordination, reducing fall risk by up to 40% in older adults. If you're feeling strong, you can increase the challenge by holding light weights or by stepping onto a slightly higher surface. But always progress gradually and always listen to your body. Remember, the goal isn't to exhaust yourself, it's to build a foundation of strength that will serve you for years to come. Now let's step back and look at the big picture. Squats, wall push-ups, and step-ups. 3 simple, no-cost exercises that require no fancy equipment, no gym membership, and no complicated routines. And yet together they target the most critical areas for bone health and independence: your hips, your spine, your arms, and your legs. Walking alone cannot provide these benefits. Yoga and stretching are wonderful for flexibility, but they don't load the bones. Only strength training sends a signal your body needs to preserve and rebuild what time tries to take away. Imagine practicing these movements just 2 or 3 times per week. In a matter of weeks, you'll start to notice changes. Climbing stairs without needing the railing, lifting a box without strain, even standing taller with better posture. In months, you'll feel stronger, more balanced, and more confident. And in years, you'll be among the few who defy the statistics, maintaining independence and vitality well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. So let me ask you, which of these 3 exercises will you start with today? Tell me in the comments below, because I want to hear your plan. If you've struggled with energy, balance, or bone health, share your story. Your words could inspire someone else who's watching. And if you know a friend, a sibling, or even a parent who's hesitant about strength training, send them this video. Sometimes all it takes is one shared message to change a life. Aging is inevitable, but weakness is not. Your bones and muscles respond to the signals you give them. Send the signal of strength and they'll grow stronger. Don't wait for a fall or a diagnosis to take action. Start small, start today, and build from there. If this video helped you, subscribe for more simple, science-based tips to stay healthy and independent after 50. Just a few minutes, a few exercises, and you can unlock a lifetime of strength. Stand tall, breathe deep, and remember your best years are still ahead. Your stronger future starts now.